Hello everyone, so this is the third and last installment of my collab series with Andrea. I will leave all of her information down below, as well as the previous videos that we filmed together. We filmed a favorite spring and summer lip product video and a favorite spring and summer cheek product video. So as you guessed it, today is going to be all about the eyes. So these are my favorite spring and summer eye products. I didn't think that I was going to have a lot to share with you, but I actually do. I have some liners, some single shadows, and some palettes. So I am going to share these with you guys rather quickly, so hopefully you don't mind. I'm not going to go too much in depth with all of these. I think you will get a overall good idea as to why all of these eye products are great for the spring and summer. First palette that I have to share with you is the Sleek Oh So Special palette. And I think that this palette is perfect for the summer. It actually reminds me a lot of the Too Faced Summer Eyes palette. It has very similar colors. You have some corals, some bronzy shades, and this blue is very reminiscent to the blue in the Too Faced Summer Eyes palette as well. And then this one to me is more geared towards the spring. This is the Too Faced Romantic Eye palette. And this is just a really nice soft palette. You have some beautiful soft colors. You have a really nice pastel purple, a pastel green, and a really pretty soft matte pink, which is great for all over the lid or in the inner corner. This palette is just so girly, and you just can't go wrong with this palette, especially for the spring. The next one will probably be no surprise to you guys, but this is the Stila in the Garden palette. To me, this is both a great palette for the spring and the summer. And you have some great greens. This palette really focuses on greens, and I think greens are great for the spring. And then you have some really pretty warmer toned shadows that are great for the summer. And then of course you have three pop of colors that are great for lining, or if you just want a really nice wash of color on your lids. Now for more affordable palettes, I'll start off with Wet n Wild. So this will be no surprise either, but this is the Wet n Wild Petal Pusher. You just can't go wrong with a purple. I think purples are just very soft and romantic and just great for the spring. Then I have two smaller Wet n Wild palettes. The first one is I'm Getting Sunburned, and I've used this quite a bit. And this is just a great summer palette in my opinion. You have some great bronzy neutral shades, and then this really pretty pink that's great for all over the lid or in the inner corner. It's just very eye brightening. The next one I had to mention because of this beautiful gold here. I love wearing gold, especially in the summer. This one is called I Got Good Jeans. You can also wear this beautiful blue in the spring. And then you have this beautiful gold for the summer. And I've used this gold quite a bit, so if you have really dark brown eyes like me, gold is the way to go. So I am a huge fan of these e.l.f. Flawless eyeshadow palettes. I have three of them to share with you. They do have several more, but these are the three that I have, and I think that all three of these are great for the spring and summer. The first one is the Scape, and this is actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. So you can see that these colors are quite pigmented. So here are the colors here. These are very in trend right now, especially for the spring. Aquas and mints are very popular right now. And then you have some great darker, cooler tone shadows. The next one is another purple palette, and this is Party Purple. Again, this is just a really nice, fun palette. It has some great colors in it. I would use this more so for probably the summer, just because these are quite pigmented purples. They're not as soft as, say, the purple in the Too Faced Romantic Eye palette. The next one is a beautiful warm tone palette in the shade Golden Goddess. The best part of these is that they are only $2 each, and some of them are a little bit chalkier than others, but they are still very pigmented, and as you can see, I'm wearing it today, and they do really blend well, and they're great overall quality for the price that you pay for them. Okay, so I have 3 cream shadows to share with you. The first one is the Hard Candy All Lit Up Cream Shadows. I believe that these are new, I'm not quite sure, but this one is 568 Midas Touch, and this is just a gorgeous true gold. I love these cream shadows. You have to work really fast with them because once they set, and they're not budging. But here it is. A really pretty true gold. This does not crease at all. Love. And then I have 2 other cream shadows from Hard Candy as well, but these are the Eye Def cream shadows, and this one is a metallic eyeshadow. I don't use these as eyeshadows. They're kind of like eyeshadow toppers. I put them on top of a eyeshadow just to give it pizzazz, and they're very eye brightening, and that's why I love them. This one is in Crystal Palace, and this is a really nice opalescent cream shadow. Here it is. Let me just blend that out. It just gives any shadow a really cool effect. And then the next one is a cream glitter shadow in the shade What Sandy Says Goes. And if you are a taupe fan, you will love this. This is a really pretty silvery taupe. Here it is right there. And I will blend that in. This one is obviously a little bit more chunkier because it is glitter. But if you put a very thin layer of it, it looks really beautiful. Okay, so for single shadows, I actually color coordinated them. So I have some corally, orangey kind of shadows to share with you. So the first one is a Baked Elf shadow in the shade Pixie. And it looks like this. I think that these colors are perfect for both the spring and the summer. Here it is right in the middle. And this looks even more beautiful when foiled. The next one is from Pumpkin and Poppy, and this is Evil Eye. And this is a beautiful reddened orange. And this is gorgeous for the summer. So here it is right there. The next color that I think is really flattering for both the spring and summer is a really nice pale pink. And the first one is from Hard Candy, and this is their Single and Loving It eyeshadow in the shade Flirty. And here it is. Here it is. It's very luminescent. And then the next one is from Glamour Doll Eyes, and this is in the shade Mannequin. And it looks like so. Let me swatch it. So here's Mannequin. And again, this looks way better once foiled. As I was saying before, purples are really in for both the spring and summer, so I have a few purple single shadows. And the first one is from Prestige. This is in the shade Opal. I would say that this is like a taupey purple, but almost pastel, but not quite. So here it is right there. And then the next one is from Hard Candy. This is one of their Single and Loving It shadows as well, in the shade Mink. This color almost has a hint of pink to it. The next one is from the All Natural Face, and this is in the shade Shimmer. This is one of my favorite pigments of all time, right here. And lastly, I have my blues and greens So Aquas and Periwinkle are very much in, and I have a cream shadow from Pumpkin and Poppy and a pigment from Pumpkin and Poppy. The first one is Jasmine, and this is a beautiful aqua pigment. It almost leans towards mint. So here it is. And then she also has a cream shadow in this beautiful, beautiful Periwinkle shade. And this is in the color Aja. And it has some hints of purple shimmer running through it as well. So here it is. And then lastly, for single shadows, I have two Hard Candy Single and Loving It shadows. This one is a beautiful teal, and it is in the shade Wild One. You cannot go wrong with the teal. It's very universal. And then the next one is in the shade Unattached, and this is a light chartreuse. So here it is right there. Okay, so last is liners to go with the shadows. So first of all, let me talk about this. This is great for both the spring and summer because this is a great eye brightening tool. It's flesh toned. This is called the Tarte EmphasEYES Inner Rim Brightener. And it is a pink flesh toned eyeliner that is used for your waterline and also on your tight line. And it just really brightens up your eyes. And if you have small set eyes to begin with, this is a great tool to kind of make your eyes look and appear bigger than what they really are. But this is just a great eye brightening tool for the spring and summer. I have two Stila liners. The first one is a Stila Smudgestick waterproof eyeliner in the shade Koi. Again, love, love, love gold for the summer, so I had to mention this one. And these are very creamy, so here it is. This one is the Stila Stay All Day waterproof liquid eyeliner. I talked about this in one of my favorites, and this is in the shade Periwinkle, of course. This is so pretty. So here it is. If you are not afraid of color, definitely check that one out. I probably wouldn't suggest that color for blue eyes. It probably would clash, but if you have green, brown eyes, hazel eyes, it would look really, really pretty. Next one is from Jordana, and this is in the shade Blue Divine, and it looks pretty dark, but in actuality, it's not as dark as it appears. It's more of a brighter blue. And the last three are from Wet n Wild, and these get a lot of love and hate on YouTube. I, for one, love these. I don't find them to be rough on my eyes. The ones that I have are pretty creamy. This one is in the shade Sky Blue. Gorgeous color. But there it is right there. And the next one is in the shade Turquoise. Right there. And then, last but certainly not least, is Purple. They're very original with their names. And here it is right there. So those are all of the liners that I think would go with all of these shadows that I talked about today. So I hope that you guys found this video enjoyable, and I hope that there was something that caught your eye, no pun intended, and definitely check out Andrea's video, and I will leave all information down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.